lens.
I'm talking right there, right?
And we're not even here.
Okay.
Want to change something? Just
Stacy, my eyebrows not too crazy?
They're not.
I get the mad doctor eyebrows sometimes. 911 focuses on moving the victim of an accident or an emergency to where that person can get help. And so the system has never integrated the family in a way that will allow them to know and help with the response. And part of the problem is that for most people, 911 is magic. You dial 3 digits and whatever help you need comes to wherever you're at. People don't know how it happens. They don't know why it happens. They just know it happens. The problem of not notifying the families is that the notification responsibility ends up wherever the family member ends up. No one has the formal responsibility to contact the family. So we've come up with 911 Emergency Assist that kind of sits on top of the existing 911 system, the 911 center itself, the first responders, and the hospitals. And so how it works is we've created an online database where you can keep your loved one's information, and on the day the 911 call comes, the 911 dispatcher that gets the call can search our portal on your name, number, account number. There's a variety of search terms that they can use, and that will pull up the account for the person that the call is about and the critical contacts that that person wants contacted in the event of an emergency. With one click, that dispatcher will send an email or a text to all of those people. Almost instantaneously, that contact goes out. Then the next screen gives that dispatcher critical information about that person and that person's residence to make the first responders more effective and efficient when they come to take care of that person. Then when that person, should that person be transported to the hospital can use that same portal to once again notify the family to say, we're going to this hospital. And then medical information such as drug allergies, food allergies, whether or not they have metal in their body, and most importantly, their pharmacy and what prescription drugs that they're using. One of the big problems with the 911 centers is cell phones. 911 system was created when everyone had a landline through Bell Telephone. Well, now 25% plus of our population only carries a cell phone. When you call from a cell phone, all they get is a phone number. That means they have to fill out a form and fax it off to the cell phone wireless providers, who will then search for that number, figure out who it belongs to, and fax the form back. That's a delay of many, many hours. And if you use, for a while, Vonage, but they fixed it, or MagicJack, or some of those other services, they get no information whatsoever. So if you have a situation where you call 911 and then you can't talk anymore, they can't find you. A problem for the hospitals is what happens a lot of times if you're in an accident, a person will go off to the hospital, but their personal effects will be kept by the police. So when you arrive at the hospital, you are effectively a John Doe. And what we found is if you're admitted to the hospital through the ER, if they know who you are, your chance of a medical error is 1 in 10. If they don't know who you are, your chance of a medical error is 1 in 3. How 911 EA differs from anything else you've seen on the market is that the notification is done by the 911 dispatcher that takes the call. And they're going to give you a number to call back to the 911 center, a non-emergency line, and so that call is going to be answered by someone who can help you immediately. So 911 Emergency Assist is a system that will allow you to organize your medical information in one place, legal information. It allows you to capture that information for your entire family, not just yourself. and keep it in a secure and HIPAA-compliant environment. And on the day that you need it, on the day that there's a 911 call, the system will push out enough information to the first responders in the hospital for them to treat your loved one while you're getting to the hospital. Our hope is that you never face a 911 emergency for your family. But if it happens, when it happens, we're here to support you and our friends in the health and public safety sector in every way that we can, especially when minutes matter.